how I can raise money and maybe you can learn from it. So basically, I talk about how I can raise money because everybody's methods can be different and everybody's a lot of options. But I'll talk about how I can raise money if I need to and how much money. Well, how much I will not talk, but I'll talk about how I can raise money. See, obviously, the very first thing is the amount of cash that I have. Right, that is the first thing that I can definitely raise. Let's say I have it in the form of FDs, then I should know that I can break the FD, and then after paying penalties and all, I will get the cash in my hand, and that's my in-hand cash. So this is obviously the first thing. Let's say I have treasury bills. I can resell those treasury bills and raise cash. If I have, let's say, property liens, I can resell those and raise cash. If I have stocks and FDs, I can sell those and I can raise. I have stocks and bonds, etc. I can sell those and get raise money. So these are the clear ways, right? I can. Let's say my monthly salary is $10,000, and let's say $10,000, and let's say out of that maybe $5,000 is my. Let's say 4,500 is my saving every month. So I should see for how much principal amount. For at the current rate, the payment would be 4,500, and that's another amount of money that I can raise. I can basically get that money against my house, and then raise it. I can take personal loans from the bank, but again, I should see that what's going to be the minimum monthly payment. So I should do that. I can take advance payment from the credit cards. Like I am allowed to. Like in my case, I have credit cards, right? Everybody's credit cards. So you pay 4% and you can raise cash. So that is another money that you can raise. You should know that this is the money that you can raise. You should know that. But you should know that there will be a monthly installment. So let's say you have $4,500 saving every month, then you should go from that. So you should know that this is one of the items that you'll have to pay also every month. Otherwise right? So basically do the bandwidth analysis. For $4,500, whatever you can get as a loan, right? And you can raise loans either against home or against your this thing or against but if you take, let's say, refinance the house, then you should know that you'll be saving on taxes. So you should factor that in and determine how much money you can raise. You can raise more money in this case, right? Because whatever you are paying will be untaxed. Personal loan, I already said. Using line of credit, you can raise money. So I have invoices of the clients. So I invoice them and then they send me money, right, as part of my business. I can raise monies against those invoices. There are some banks, there are certain companies which do which give me money only against those invoices. And once those invoices come, they actually automatically deduct from those invoices, maybe 3% or something. They charge a lot of money, but it's possible. I can get line of credit. I already mentioned that, but I don't know whether I mentioned it now. I can get a line of credit against business also. I can get a line of credit also. These are some of the ways I can raise money. If you have real estate in India, you can sell it, or you can take the loan against it. Okay, when you take the loan can be also like you can make the interest only loan or right? See, don't do this. Okay, you'll destroy yourself. I'm simply just saying how to raise money if you need to. So this feeds in the stock market analysis. Remember, I do sometimes the analysis that if the market crashes by 30%, or then you put like 20% of your dispensable income. Let's say it falls by 10 to 15%. Then you put, let's say, 10%, and that falls another 15%. Put 20%, right? If it was 50%, then put another 30%. If it falls 70%, then put all of it. Then that's when you can do this thing, okay? But be careful, okay? You need to make sure you do the bandwidth analysis and say how much money do you save every month, and how much loan for how much principal amount it would be basically equal to your installment. So like 4,500 is a saving, then 4,500 installment is on what money, on what principal amount at current rate, right? How other ways I can raise the money? Yeah, you can sell your car and raise the money and buy a cheaper car. In America, you can get a cheap car for $2,500, right? That is good enough for you to drive from point A to point B. You can sell your expensive cars and raise money. Yeah, you can do that. You can take business loans also. I know that one can take business loans also. There are certain companies which give business loans. I already mentioned credit card, but yeah, you can get business loans also. I mentioned personal loans also, right? These are some of the ways with which I can raise money. I know that I cannot raise much money by selling anything else other than the cars. They don't have a good resale value here in this country, right? But so I'm not going to talk about that. So these are the ways in which I can raise money, and you should know that this is your total, like, basically money that you can raise. You should have this value in front of you to do some strategy around stocks, to basically execute some strategies around stocks, and it may be useful in other ways also. I just want to talk about in how many ways I can raise money if I need to.